Hey guys, Furum here, and today I'm going to be testing the Zenvo TSR-S in multiplayer in Forza Horizon 4. I tested this car not too long ago in Asphalt 9, and in Forza Horizon 4 I am using Nalac 28's tune. I like to use this tune in a lot of stuff. Now we are getting to our first race, which is on Waterhead Sprint. But first, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and be sure to check out my Furum Clips channel, where I have uploaded some Forza Horizon 4 clips if you're interested in that. Also, my Purple Team Discord link will be in the description, and I hope you enjoy these races. Let's see who all we are competing against today. Crucial Eel, Rio, and Skipper all in their TSR-S's as well. Nidogen is in their Ford Transit FE, Carrera GT is in his Porsche 918, Laudica Jr. is in his Ford Supervan, Shadow Reaper is in his 599XXE, Tangram in his 918, Race Plays in his Ford GT Welcome Pack, and Takustudo in his McLaren Senna. If you own Forza Horizon 4 and would like to be a part of these races, go to the Special Roles channel in my Purple Team Discord, choose the Forza Horizon 4 role, which I will notify every time I do one of these lobbies. I will be recording races in my S1 Gallardo in 6.5 hours after this video goes live, so at 4:30 p.m. GMT. I hope to see you there, and if you do not own Forza Horizon 4 and would still like to race with me, I am planning to buy Forza Horizon 5 and do the same kinds of stuff, you know, just testing a bunch of cars that are also in asphalt games. Have a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that game, and I'm absolutely certain we're going to have some crazy lobbies there as well. Now, I'm sure you all are wondering, how is the TSR-S? Well, before I get to that, I want to point out something about this car that you guys have seen in my Asphalt 9 video, because that's how it is in real life. And it works a little bit better in this game than in Asphalt 9. It is the spoiler, which turns whenever you turn. Although I'm not sure if it actually has any physical bearing on how the car drives, it looks cool nonetheless and is a very unique feature. And as you can see, there is a 1679 written on the side of my car. So Meaty Potato created this decal for me. He based it off the Asphalt 9 decal, but put that 1679 on there. Also, while I'm crediting people, thanks to Skipper for the thumbnail shot. Also, be on the lookout for a special Forza Horizon 4 video, the kind of which I have never done before, coming soon, featuring several members of the Purple Team community, and I am not going to spoil any more now, but yeah, I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. So, since my last Forza Horizon 4 video, some new stuff has come out about Forza Horizon 5. We finally have gotten a look at the entire map. Yes, they posted it on their Twitter, I believe, as well as showing it in a video. They went over the entire thing. Like, they didn't drive over the entire thing, but I watched the video that they made about it, and they pretty much pointed out what each part of the map was. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on that. There's a bunch of people who have already made videos about it, but I just want to say a couple things about it. First of all, the volcano is really tall. Also, the map is 1.5 times as big as the Forza Horizon 4 map. Now, I know that this has been common knowledge for a while, but a lot of people thought it was going to be a square that was just a little bit bigger in each direction. Instead, I would say that it is just about as tall from south to north as the Forza Horizon 4 map, but the east to west direction, if we're taking right to be east and west to be left, if it's actually normal, then I would say that the east to west direction got about a 50% increase there. One of the coolest things that I think a lot of people will be happy about is that there is a giant highway that is pretty straighter than the one in Forza Horizon 4, spanning from the lower left corner of the map all the way up to close to the upper right corner of the map. Doesn't go all the way, but that is still the longest highway that has been in Forza Horizon history. A lot of people complained that the highway in Forza Horizon 4 was not as straight as some of the ones in previous games, and therefore makes it a bit more difficult to test the high top speed cars. And I agree with that, and I can see that, but in Forza Horizon 5, it doesn't look like we'll have much of a problem with that anymore. They also improved upon Forza Horizon 4's really great graphics. And speaking of graphics, the rain in Forza Horizon 4 already looks pretty cool. I chose to do some rain races because the Zenvo is actually a pretty good rain car. I'll be really interested to see how weather is in Forza Horizon 5 because they said it was going to be localized. So we've actually come in second in this race, and now we're on to a final race in the video, which is on Hollywood Park Circuit. As many of you guys know, I used to hate this map and was never very good at it, but then I grew to really enjoy it, and now I feel like it is actually one of my favorite circuit tracks in the game. It doesn't feel as narrow and windy as a lot of the other circuit tracks do, which I don't really care for in a lot of cars. Now, of course, if you have a car that is particularly good on circuit tracks, like the Shelby was that I tested not too long ago, the Cobra 427, but if you've got a car like this one that seems to be good just all around, I typically prefer the non-circuit races. But with this track, I generally get a feeling like I'm not actually driving on a circuit because there really aren't any super tight turns other than the couple coming up here, but honestly it's nothing compared to ones like Bamberg Coast Circuit. Really don't care for that one, and I typically don't do as well on circuit tracks as I do on the regular tracks, but this is one that I actually feel fairly comfortable with overall. There, I did barely just hit the wall. Thankfully it did not throw me off much at all, which is what I was trying to avoid. Sometimes I've hit that wall there and my speed has just tanked, and yeah, hasn't been pretty. But there, if you go back and watch that at 0.25 speed, you'll see that my car did not actually touch the wall. I think the hitbox of the car is a little bit bigger than the car itself. So I've just passed Skipper, who has another version of this decal. Meaty Potato made several different color versions. So if you search for asphalt decals for this car, that's where you'll probably find several of them. And I think only the purple one actually has the 1679 on it, but not completely sure about that. Well, now I guess it's time for my general review about the Zenvo. Using Nalax's tune, I found that it was a fairly grounded car. I didn't have many issues with it skidding out or anything like that. Its acceleration was decent, and I'm always happy when a car that I'm testing has the ability to do well in the rain, for example, in this case, because I'm always looking for ways to have more variety in my Forza videos. I don't just want to do the exact same thing over and over again, which is what it kind of feels like sometimes because of the kinds of cars that I'm playing, because of the kinds of ones that you guys seem to like to watch. So whenever I have a car like this, I absolutely do want to take advantage of it. If there's a car that's good in rain, I want to test it in the rain. If there's a car that's good in winter, I want to test it there. And if there's a car that is decent off-road, I want to test it there as well. Today, we will be testing the Gallardo in both the regular asphalt races and some of the off-road races as well, so we get a little bit of both. That also means there will be some free roam rush in there, which I just love doing every so often. It's just a really fun game mode for me. I know a lot of people hate it, and to be honest, if you're in a car that cannot go off-road well, I can absolutely see that. You don't want to take an Agera RS out for a free roam rush, but a car that is good for off-road, I just have a lot of fun with it. It's what I wished Asphalt Extreme was, to be honest. And speaking of other Asphalt games, I've had a lot of people ask me if there's going to be an Asphalt 10 when it's going to come out. I do not have any information on that yet, but when I am allowed to share it or I get any in any form, I will be sure to let you know. As we almost passed Shadow at the last second, thank you all so much for watching. Please like the video if you have enjoyed, and consider subscribing for more Asphalt and other games content, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!